My name's Matt, and you're watching SIW Outdoors. Today I'm going to talk to you about finding you a good spot, the perfect spot if you're ground hunting. Where is a good spot for you to get? One of the best places I've found. I mean, you can stand there. I guess you could set your seat up, but I found or you could take you like a climbing stand and just have the climber part where you sit down. You'd have that up there, and you can sit down there and that. But you know, you're putting a bigger silhouette there. What I found works best, if you're able to do it, you know, a lot of people ain't able to stand that long or be still that long. You find you a cedar tree like this right here, and you get at the base of it, you know, get inside of it in there, kind of hollow it out in there enough where you got some clear shooting advantages there. Get up inside one of those and take your trusty trigger stick. Got two of them here. Hold on. Take your trigger stick and just go ahead and get yourself fixed up. See, that's another trigger stick. That's not a cordless hole puncher. TikTok, I'm talking to you. But you can get ready right there like that right there. And just stand there. That's all you gotta do. And don't be moving a lot. Because I've got more deer standing inside one of these little cedar trees than anything else. And I mean, I found one, if you take your seat in there and you sit down, that's making your silhouette stick out more from the actual tree itself. You know, you want to try to be up as close to that tree as you can and try to look like the tree, I guess what I'm trying to say. And I don't wear this when I'm hunting like that because like I said, that's a pretty big silhouette sticking out there when you move your head. You want to try to keep it as slim as possible and make your movements as slow as possible. And what I mean by that is don't be smacking mosquitoes. And when you're moving your head, do like that right there, because this fast stuff right there, that gets you busted. You might not even know there's a deer standing there watching you, and you just been busted when you move that head, because they might not immediately blow, but then they get to watching you. You don't know it's there. You don't see it. It's in some brush, but it can see you. I mean, hell, it only needs a little low spot about as big as an eye to look through and have a clear view at you, because they can pick out through some brush movement a lot better than we can. Deer have very keen eyesight, and they can spot you out very quickly. So when you're in there, just move slow. And always, I've been busted quite a few times when I first started out by having my cordless hole puncher down and then have to pick it up and then get on target. You know, it's better just to already have you ready and just leave it there. And what I'd like to do is I like to lay it on my pocket. I have these button up pockets right here, and I like to kind of put my pocket out like that, and I'll just lay the butt of my cordless hole puncher right there, and then it's already up, you know, it's already sitting there ready. So all I gotta do is kind of nudge it up to my eye, and there's very little movement there. You might have to reposition whichever way you gotta go, but you can get away with very little movement. And that is the key to not getting busted, that and scent, you know. But if you're hunting on the ground, you do wanna make sure you have some scent cover on, you know, that'll help you out. But I hope this helps you out. Just try it. Don't knock it before you tried it. Some people are going to sit there and say, oh, I do this and I do that. Well, I'm telling you right now, I've tried everything, and I've found I've had more success with slow, deliberate movements, just being slow about it, not turning to look at every damn squirrel that's running up. You know, you spend enough time out there, you kind of learn what a deer sounds like coming up. It sounds totally different than a squirrel, but you got to learn to pick that out. You're going to have to do that on your own. I can sit here and kind of try to explain what it sounds like. It's more, a squirrel's more like a choo, 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 choo. A deer is more like a choo, 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 choo. You can hear each foot hitting the ground. When it's raining, it's not going to help you. But if it's dry out, you can kind of pick it out. But, and a lot of people think, well, these squirrels out here running around, it's going to scare the deer. That's bullshit. Them squirrels are out there all the time. The deer are out there all the time. They know the difference between a squirrel and a person. They know the difference between a skunk and a person. Because I was hunting on the ground between two hay bales, and I was in between them. And there's a skunk out there. Well, this damn skunk come around, and I got a backpack over here I keep you know, my stuff in for cleaning the deer and everything. It come around with getting in that damn backpack. I didn't make a move. I was like, oh shit, I scared this damn skunk. I'm in for it now. But while that skunk was down here in this backpack rattling around, there's some deer walk out right there. And apparently they can tell the difference between some little critter out here rattling around and us rattling around. Or they might have seen it go in behind. I mean, I don't know. They might have seen it because it wasn't too long after it come around that hay row. They might have been waiting on the skunk to leave. And they seen where it went. But anyway, that skunk was in there making all kinds of racket. And I was like, damn it, I'm going to get busted sure as shit. But I didn't. So they must have seen a skunk. They apparently know the difference. So yeah, you ain't got to worry about a coon or anything like that scaring your deer or squirrels. So next time I say it all the time. Somebody's like, squirrels in here ruining my hunt. It's like, no, you're ruining your hunt because you don't know that the deer are in there all the time. With the squirrels, they don't care about that sound. What they care about is your movement. So you sitting up there moving around, they get you busted. Don't worry about squirrels. They don't matter. You keep your eye on the prize and watch your movement. Because they're looking for you. They're not looking for the squirrels. They're looking for you. I hope that helps you out. And I hope you get that big trophy buck or that meat in your freezer. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you're watching SIW Outdoors. It's Stepped In What? Outdoors.